Good evening. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Ocalawa. I think it's called Ocklawa, Florida. One of the more beautiful places that I've been here. Sitting out on the back porch of the little place that I rented here that sits on a beautiful little pond. Again, having a great little vacation. Just wanted to do my daily videos. Oh boy, there goes a bee buzzing me here. And not sure if the microphone's good enough, but man, can hear all the birds and everything around me. Something hard to do in South Florida. It's just so crowded down there now, as lovely as it is. Well, here's a little photo I took here today. Again, enjoying my vacation. Went to the springs and everything like that. So having a good time. Well, here, let me clear my throat out real quick here and take a sip here. And listen, here's my theme of the day, or my quote of the day. I remember my father saying this when I was a kid. I never quite knew the significance of it, and I just looked it up a little while ago. And gosh, the significance, or the what it can apply to, is so many different things in life. And the kingdom of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And basically, really, what this says is, in the land of the imperfect, the person that has more perfection than the average general person out there would be the king. I don't think that always applies right now, because I'm not sure that well, anyways, I'm not going to go there, but pretty cool saying, and just kind of wanted to share it with you. Let's take a look at spot prices here today. And what are we looking at? 1886. This is kind of what I've expected, that we would see a rebound. I didn't know what the bottom was in. Again, my last couple of videos, I was asking when the silver and gold bottom would be in. I suspected that maybe it might bounce below 22, which it did, but did not stay there long. And now we've rebounded above that $23 mark with silver. Same thing with gold. I think we hit down to the 1855, 1851, maybe even slightly lower, 1849. I can't remember, but didn't stay there for long. And now we're sitting at 1886. And platinum. Platinum has been kind of a tell, because platinum about 2 or 3 weeks ago, if you were paying attention, maybe longer, maybe I'm wrong with this, but was sitting in that low 900. I mean, gold and silver gold was still sitting at 1920, 1930, in the 1900 plus range, and silver was still sitting at that $24, $25 range, 25 plus range, when platinum was absolutely kind of being brutalized, and we were seeing low 900s, 800s, and lo and behold, platinum just kind of hangs into that 900 low level, and then take a look at gold and silver. Gold and silver get monkey hammered thereafter. So I don't know. It's kind of funny that platinum was sucking while gold and silver were still doing very well, and now platinum's kind of stabilized and went up this week. It kind of stabilized and went up in the last couple of days before gold and silver even rebounded. That could just be coincidental. However, tough to say. Let's take a look at the high and low on gold and silver here. 1862.30 is the low. 1890.33 is the high. We're currently sitting at 18. You know what? I'm going to refresh this chart. I normally don't do that, but and these spot prices are courtesy of CCE, one of the longest running precious metal and rare coin networks out there. Looked like it backed off a little bit from that high, but no less, silver's rebounded above that $23 mark. And let's see the low, 22.24 today. I was starting to wonder, are we going to see sub 22? Will it stay? Will it close at that level? But it doesn't appear so. And oddly enough, when does all this stuff transpire? The day that Powell speaks. Kind of forgot all about the announcements today. I kind of forgot about the Fed meetings, and and here we go. I mean, it's easy to get distracted. You're getting distracted with wars. You're getting distracted with Supreme Court rulings. You're getting distracted with this. A lot of distractions being thrown at us recently, in my opinion. But no less, silver's has done its rebound. I think we're kind of over with that sub $22 level. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that as of right now. But the manipulation, the such in-your-face behavior that we've seen that the big commercial banks display and allowed by the casino owner, which is Crimex, has been just such epic levels. I mean, we've seen it at epic levels before, but epic levels here prior to the Powell announcement of what he said he was going to do anyway, which is raise it 50 basis points, and that's exactly what they did. And the fact of the matter, folks, is 50 basis points is freaking nothing. It's like farting in the wind, you know, farting in a hurricane. That's what 50 basis points is, farting in a hurricane. Sorry, had to say it, but it's true. So let's take a look at the silver's high and low. I'm going to take a sip here real quick. Give me 1 second. And I think tonight's video is courtesy of a Merlot that I just cracked open. Sounds like someone's let the hunting dogs out. As long as they're not coming for me. 22.24 the low, 23.05 where it's sitting right now. And that has been the high. So it looks like silver, again, doing well. Platinum, 984, man. Look at that, 956 to 985. And palladium I don't follow, so however, palladium, you know, up a little bit, and again, why talk about it? Very few people buy it. Let's take a look at the 24-hour charts here real quick as well. Again, as I said, my internet connection here is not so good. Oh boy, it actually did that. All right, give me 1 second here, and let's take a look. Here's today's green line, and if you can take a look, take a look. There's my keyword for the day. You can see that the big decline was on Wednesday, when they really knocked it down from the 1880 level down to the 1855 level, and it rebounded during the day and kind of steadied out at 1860. And for you silver guys out there, remember, you got to follow the price of gold, because where silver goes, gold will as well. I'm not quite sure what the ratio was, but earlier today or yesterday, I think it was like 82 to 1. So that ratio was getting quite out of whack either, which means that gold was either going to come down some more or silver was going to come up in value. Apparently, it looks like they've both done well, but silver's kind of come up a little bit more percentage-wise. But meanwhile, let's just take a look at the gold bid right here. And there's your green line today. Where has this happened? This is strange too. This has happened after the New York NYMEX markets. Look, more than like in the Globex markets is where we're seeing this big up in precious metal prices, and which is strange, because that's a thinly traded marketplace. As far as I know, what I've read from people that are far smarter than me says that that's an unusual place to see large gold and silver trades done, because again, thinly traded. But no less, look at that, way up in the aftermarkets, and it has probably everything to do with Powell raising his rates. Even more so, I'm starting to suspect that the price of gold and silver was monkey hammered down substantially in the Crimex markets and the Globex markets in the last 3 weeks, specifically because they knew that he was going to raise interest rates at this specific time. And boys, maybe this is like the perfect storm coming up. Well, let's take a look at the silver price too. Same thing. Look, same time. New York Globex markets after the New York Crimex markets, or NYMEX markets as they call them. Same type of activity. So again, all related to what Powell said today. Let's take a look at what markets have done. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Why would you see? Boy, there's kind of a strange, wow, 1,000-point increase in the Dow Jones futures. I thought the Dow Jones was going to go down after Powell announced that he was going to end QE and start raising rates, and that's exactly what they did, and we've got a major upside. Man, oh man, I do live in a bizarre world. However, stocks and bonds and equities and that kind of treasuries and things is not my gig. I'm not an expert in them, but this looks like it did exactly what we would, the opposite of what we would expect with rising rates. Well, meanwhile, let's take a look at what I do best, which is the products out there. What are the best deals out there? What are the best deals in gold and silver coins that you can buy? Currently still in gold. As you know, I use JM Bullion. This is my advertising part. You guys that listen to me all the time can kind of fast forward here a little bit if you'd like. But for you new folks, I'm in South Florida. I only deal directly with people face to face in our store. We're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays, same location since 1995. And again, we advertise to be JM Bullion, which, because they're a great company. I think they are. Big public company, the 800-pound gorilla online, but no less, we can beat their prices, as well as we can beat APMEX, SD Bullion, and some other big online sellers as well. So if you don't live in my area, I do advise that you find yourself a good dealer locally, not because these guys are bad, there's anything wrong with them. In fact, if I lived next to J.M. Bullion, I'd probably quit dealing in bullion and just buy their stuff. So, well, maybe not. But no less, I'm not dissing it, I'm just saying small businesses like myself and local dealers in your neighborhood should be able to beat these guys and give you good product, good advice. And when it comes time to sell, you know, you're going to need to sell this stuff someplace, and there's nothing better than, you know, a bird in the hand, which would be a local dealer, even if they are grumpy old bastards, which is not the case with commercial rare coins and precious metals, where we're all handsome, polite, and intelligent. So, gold bars are the best deal out there right now, folks. It's like a broken record. I've been saying this for months. The sovereign products, American Eagles, American Buffaloes, the 333 or Krugerrands have been an okay deal, but again, bars are still the best deal out there when it comes to premiums. The next best deal is probably going to be KRs, and then maybe Maple Leaf. Stay the hell away from pre-33 gold. The premiums are just absolutely insane on that stuff, and you don't need to be paying $200 and $300 over for a graded coin. So I'm not even going to look at the prices on those. As far as silver goes, same thing. Again, sound like a broken record for months here now, but the sovereign products, which would be the American Eagles, Maples, and that kind of thing, the premiums are just insane, especially American Eagles. Definitely would stay away from those for sure. Silver rounds, a best deal out there would be 100-ounce bars, kilo bars, 10-ounce bars, and 1-ounce bars. Oh man, there's some big ass. I know they're not storks. Oh, what are they? Cranes? Some type of crane with an orange head here. Beautiful animals. Sorry, it kind of startled me. Just flew right by me as I was talking to you. So the best deal again, as I said, hundreds before the bird frightened me. Hundreds, kilos, tens, and ones in silver. Well, let's move out of that right now. You know my spiel on this stuff. If it changes anytime soon, well, you'll know. And this is exactly what we had going on today. This is what the Fed's been doing for a long time. They've been jawboning rates up. And of course, in the past, in the old days, rising rates would indicate that gold and silver would go down because, you know, higher rates, if you're getting paid higher rates, if you were giving your money or saving your money somewhere or getting CDs or something like that, it's paying a higher rate. Why would you want to sit in gold that pays nothing? And there's some truth to that. Negative rates is what they call them, versus negative real rates, which means that once you figure inflation, all those other things, and what you're really getting is still below, it's subpar. You're going backwards. So gold and silver, again, great hedge against that. And also potentially, I hate to use the word investment, but potentially a good investment given the uncertain times we're in. But as we know, jawboning is what the Fed's been doing for quite some time. And really, I forgot all about today's announcements on rates. And they did exactly what they said they did, or were going to do. And prior to this, gold and silver markets get pretty much trash. Coincidence? I don't know. Probably not. And now all of a sudden we're seeing gold and silver rates up substantially. And like I said, that's because interest rates will never get high enough. When we're looking at what interest rates would need to be at a positive rate, it's got to be 12%, 13%, or something like that higher. I would think that if they were, if CDs were and savings accounts were paying 12 or 13%, treasuries or whatever the hell it was, were paying that kind of money, then maybe people would start getting out of gold, or 14%. That's providing they trust that money would come back to them and they wouldn't default on it. So let's take a look at what the real deal was today, and I'm going to move along out of this video real quickly. Fed unleashes biggest height rake since bursting of the dot-com bubble. I remember that, folks. Wall Street reacts to the biggest Fed rate hike in 22 years. But a 50 basis point hike is jack shit, folks. It's a fart in the wind, like I said. All right, well, I'm on vacation. I'm going to have a sip real quick. And boy, I had a beautiful trip up here. I got to see some of the natural springs. I got to see one of the largest manatees I've ever seen in my life. And yesterday's video, I talked about that. So let me see if I can answer some of the video questions here. Someone wanted me to do a shout out for one of their buddies here, so sorry I missed that, but a shout out to your buddy. You know who you are. I'll see if I can pick you up here. I'd like to thank all you folks here that comment, and let me just see if I can, haven't had time to go through this. Like I said, I've been on vacation, been busy with the fishing pole in my hand. Oh man, I got my first hook in the finger, a really good one too, little Rapala, buried deep. Within a minute, I asked my girlfriend to give me a pair of pliers. She's a nurse, and I yanked it out immediately. She almost fainted when the blood started spurting out my finger. I reacted pretty quickly and maybe rashly, but I knew I wanted it out of there. Oh, there's my fishing story of the weekend. And no less, I'm still having a great time and no infection, so how's that? Vacation for stress and males. Gary, there you go. Shout out to Gary Redmond for Mr. Lideker. Thanks for watching, guys. Silverback El Toro this summer we'll see $16 and $900. Yeah, I'm sorry. That silverback El Toro, I bet you there's like 100 people here that would take your money on a bet. I'll hold it for them too. That ain't ever going to happen, sir. But no less, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. There's some of your bettors right there. Michael Matthews will reserve a tow truck, but he knows that ain't going to happen. We're not going to see $900 gold. The only way you see $900 gold is if the entire COMEX just imploded, and you saw wheat at $2, and you saw copper at minus $1 a pound or something. You know, that's it. If hey, it could happen. CME Group, Crimex, COMEX, with the credibility issues they're having, maybe even bankruptcy. Can you imagine if COMEX went bankrupt, the CME Group went bankrupt, and all their big whales? Wouldn't be good. All right. What is Invisible Sacker says? What is your opinion on European gold sovereigns? I think they're great deals right now. Sovereigns are 0.2354, 20 francs. French and Swiss are 0.1867 ounces of pure gold, and we have them on sale in my store right now. So if you live in South Florida, we got a great deal on them. Hopefully your local dealer does as well. I think they're like melt plus what, $35 or something like that. Melt plus 30 to 40 bucks over, you know, off the top of my head. Again, Swiss francs at 0.1867, sovereigns at 0.2354. The great deals. I think they're great deals when you compare it to fractional eagles and some other things with super high crazy premiums. Mark D, songs and stuff, local government oversight for big paper traders on Wall Street. There you go. Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you watching. Again, sorry, just trying to read this here. And enjoy the roses. I am. Thank you as well. And if we dip below 20, I'll be in to buy some more. We'll be ready for you, Landshark. Hopefully we still got, I haven't heard from my crew. Again, my store is still open, but I'm out of town. But my crew is working away, and again, I haven't heard from them in a couple days, which means two things, as I said the other day. They lit the place on fire, or they're doing such a great job. And I'm betting, highly betting, that they're doing a great job. I have a good staff. Let's take a look. Where are we going from here? I think we're done, man. This is it. And as you know, I like to end my videos with this quotation, which is one of my favorites, which is think for yourself and question authority. And most of all, question your own narrative, because it may not be your own. It may be something that, you know, you learn from a teacher, you learn from society, you learn from corporate news. So always question what you know first, and then it makes it much easier to question other people. Hey, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day. And if you're in South Florida, make sure you visit our store. We're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. Call us anytime at 954-493-8811 for what the best deals are, or where to find us, and other type of good stuff. No less, if you don't live in South Florida and you can't visit us, I can't encourage you enough. Find yourself a good local dealer. Keep that money local. Hey, have a great day. Talk tomorrow.